Hey everybody, this is Jeff here at the Runnergy Runner's Desk. Thanks for coming and joining me here. Alright, today I got a good one for you. It is the New Balance 880. This is like the little sibling of the 1080s. Let's start off with the price. This is a $140 shoe from New Balance, a neutral support shoe. So the support is even across the whole shoe. No pronation posting on the medial side or anything like that. Although it handles pronation very well. It handles everything very well. So we're going to get into that. This shoe competes with likes like the ASICS Cumulus, which I'm running in right now, and I'll be testing that out soon. So make sure you subscribe so you can find out about that review in a couple weeks. Other shoes would be like the Saucony Ride, what else? The Brooks Ghost. So as we always do, let's start with the bottom of the shoe, and that is the outsole here. This is, I'm happy to tell you, this is a nice carbon rubber bottom. So the wear and durability on the bottom here is looking very good, as it normally does with New Balance. New Balance typically has very durable outsoles on the bottom of their shoes. The traction has been fine on the multiple different surfaces that I've been running on. So you can look forward to a good experience with the bottom of this shoe. Let's move on to the midsole of the shoe. And this is where the shoe is a little different than previous models. This is, I believe, definitely thicker and definitely more robust. This is a pretty solid shoe. In fact, I would say it's definitely more solid than the 1080. I think I actually have a little comparison video on my channel, so if you want, go and check that out. I'll try to put a little card or something up there for that if I can. Let's talk about this midsole. It is a 40.5 millimeter thick in the back and 34.5 in the front of the shoe, giving it a 6 millimeter difference from the front to the back, or 6 millimeter drop. And like I said, between this nice kind of moderately wide platform and very solid construction, the shoe handles a lot of type of foot strikes. So if you pronate or overpronate or underpronate or whatever, this shoe is very solid. Also, with this wide platform and very solid construction, it works really well with insoles. So if you have orthotics or anything like that, it works very well in here. It gives a nice foundation for the orthotic to sit on, as opposed to some shoes that curve in heavily and either will squeak or really just not give a good platform for the orthotic to sit on. This is an excellent choice. I think this is going to be a very popular shoe with a lot of podiatrists. The foam is medium firm, so it's cushioned, but it's not mushy. It's definitely not mushy. So it has kind of a firm mattress kind of feel to it. Although I will say, after a couple weeks of running on it, it definitely does get kind of softer. If a shoe can do that, it just seems to be a little more responsive. So definitely very stable, and the cushioning is good. It's not mushy. It's cushy but not mushy. How's that? There it is. Hey guys, I'm just going to interrupt for 2 seconds here and mention this brand that I've been using for a long time. It is a sunscreen. It's called BU, and I've been using this for many years. Great stuff, and it makes sure you're protecting yourself out there in the sun, and this is a great way to do it. It doesn't go on heavy or clinky or sticky or gunky on you. It goes on very light, and it's definitely has protected me several times. I've done run a few similar runs where I didn't bring it and I did bring it, and it was a big difference when I did bring it. So especially like right up here, I tend to get burnt right up here. This stuff definitely helps me out with that. So I will leave a link, an unaffiliated link, so don't worry about it. It's not, I'm not making it, it's not like this is not like trying to make any money here. I just love this product, and hope you try it out, and go check it out in the description. All right, back to the video. It does take a little bit of breaking in. Like I said, about 20-30 miles, and the shoe starts to really kind of find itself and feel nice and responsive and almost energetic to a certain extent. So without really losing that solid and stable feel to it. Let's move on to the upper. The upper here fits very well. I have to say, when I first got it, it was kind of snug up in here, up in this area in the middle of the foot. It really locks down the foot. It's got a round enough toe box here that I don't feel any pinching on the toes anywhere. The shoe comes in lots of widths and lots of sizes. So women's narrow all the way to women's extra wide. Same thing with men's. It comes from narrow up to men's 4E. So you should be able to find the length and width that you need to find in this 880. One thing that I really like is the 6mm drop. Really makes it smooth from heel to toe. And so it's not just great for running, but really great for walking. And so if you're a walker, this is just one of my favorite picks for you. And if you're running, it's going to be responsive, but not hugely responsive. Maybe if it had a little bit higher heel in the back, like an 8mm drop, maybe it would be a little more responsive. But for me, where I walk and run, this is just a really good combo. And it might be great timing because my understanding is that the Hoka Clifton is going to be acquiring an 8mm drop. And that could be a problem for me. And since that's been my main shoe for like 2 years, I don't know about the 8mm drop. This might just be my daily driver except for one thing, which is the same thing. Must be contagious from this 1080. This right shoe here has a thing of kind of pinching around my Achilles in the back. Well, guess what? Yep, here it is. This shoe does it a little bit too. It kind of like I don't know if it's pushing into my Achilles, but not only is it the right shoe, but I guess the left foot was getting lonely, and so the left foot is also doing it. So it's not horrible. Again, that's my foot. I have a kind of thick Achilles. Probably won't happen to most people, so don't worry about that. It's definitely try it on. I haven't had anyone else say they feel it. Just me. That's it. I think that's really it. The upper's great. It's got a wonderful tongue, nice and padded, not too thin like some shoes. Cumulus, ASICS, super thin tongue. This is a nice padded tongue. So very comfortable in here, breathable. I haven't had any issues with breathability. That is my review of the New Balance 880. I'm a very big fan of this. I think it's my favorite shoe in the New Balance lineup. I think it's an excellent daily trainer. This thing is very, very solid. Borderline almost more solid than it needs to be. So so it's a definite thumbs up from me, and I hope you check this shoe out. It's definitely a winner. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments down below. I try to answer everyone's questions. And make sure you subscribe and like. Check out the Runnergy website. Don't sit still. You got to keep moving. Moving. Everyone's moving. That person over there, he's moving. I'm moving. I'm moving right now. I'm moving. Everybody's moving. Got to move. Keep on moving.